Dean Jones and Farokh Engineer in the studio. Now that we've established the blue that you're wearing is not of Rajasthan Royals but of Mumbai Indians. But this question to both of you, and probably Dino, you could start by answering that. 3 weeks into the IPL, did you ever expect Rajasthan Royals to be right there on top?
I've just looked at the bottom table there. Would anyone expect those three great teams to be down the bottom right after 6 games? That's blown me away. But in all saying that, you've got to hand it to Tom Moody and his team. They've come back. They're tough and they fought hard. Pune, you can't trust. We're starting to realise that with their leadership group. And Rahul Dravid, he just loves leading this team. It's been a brilliant performance, and you've got to hand it to him. It's been great.
Well, it was Rajasthan all the way.
Did you expect them to be on top of the points table?
No.
After 3 weeks?
To be perfectly honest, no. Because on paper, Mumbai are such a fantastic team. Dino has always said about the opening partnership.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you doubt a partnership of Ricky Ponting and Sachin Tendulkar? But you're proving right there.
Yeah.
Because, I've always argued, I've always taken the side and said they're both world-class batsmen. They will come good. But they haven't come good yet. Mumbai just didn't have a bad day at the office. They were absolutely humiliated. And for a side like Mumbai to be totally outplayed, 179, to get almost 9 and over, it was going to be very, very difficult. And I think trying to go for that score, they were playing rash shots and losing the wickets, and they lost miserably.
Can I just quickly add there that we're very tough on senior players. We have been in the past. We haven't said too much about Tendulkar, we haven't said too much about Ponting, but we're quite heavily critical on data, weren't we?
Correct.
And they nailed him. Now something's got to come to
So the question
it.
is, knives are out? Knives are out for the two?
There'll be hands are on the blade, maybe. It's not quite out of the scabbard, but if they keep failing at the top, there's got to be questions asked.
Okay.
Sure. I don't think knives will ever be out for
Sachin
Tendulkar and Ricky Ponting. This is India. Tendulkar is God.
Hang on,
you're not going to.
But they got data.
Who's going to tell him he's dropped?
They got data.
But he was semi-God, so I guess they got him. But anyway, how big is that defeat? They've been talking about it. 87-run loss, in fact, is the biggest for Mumbai Indians in the history of IPL. They've never lost by such a huge margin. That's how big the loss today is. Talking about senior players, let's talk about one who did really well today. Didn't get a chance to bat, but led the team really well. Rahul Dravid. Firstly, I'm going to ask you about him pushing himself down the order. How unselfish is he? He saw that the run rate was good, probably could send big hitters there, so he pushed himself down the order.
Brilliant bit of captaincy. He can read the game like very, very few people can. Dravid is a great team man, a great skipper. Unfortunately, he didn't skip India in more matches than he actually did. But I've always thought of Rahul as a very, very good skipper, not because he outbrained Mumbai Indians today, but I mean he was terrific in every department. Apart from Ajinkya Rahane, Shane Watson, and Yagnik getting a little cameo, they were absolutely Mumbai were just not in the picture. Karthik again, to the rescue, and a little cameo by Mitchell Johnson, 41 in 4 overs. Lasith Malinga, Bhaji, Pollard, all made to look very, very ordinary by Rajasthan Royals. All credit to Rajasthan Royals.
But on the subject of Rahul Dravid, his captaincy, he played 3 spinners today. Now, he just didn't fox Mumbai Indians, he foxed everyone because it was expected to be a fast pitch.
Yeah, he certainly did. It was a good toss for him to win because if he lost it, might have been a different story. But anyways, he's been absolutely brilliant because they played 5 quicks in their last game and they got on with spinners. He read this pitch very, very well. Mind you, Stuart Binney swung the ball beautifully and we saw him knock over a few poles. But can I just add one more thing? This Ajinkya Rahane, how good a player is this boy looking?
Yeah.
And look, I've been saying this for years about this
boy. Out. You think that was a clever move?
The clever move
was that battle between.
They said it was his workload. I got a feeling it was the finger in the stomach. I don't know this. I just get the feeling it says you can have a break this time.
Right, not just you. I guess half the country has that feeling. It wasn't really the workload why he was sitting out. Right, Dean Jones, Farokh Engineer in the studio. Before I talk about Amit Mishra, I'll start with you, Farokh, this time. I'm just looking at the Pune team and looking at their batting lineup with Uthappa, Finch, Smith, Mathews, Marsh, Nair, Pandey. I can't see how they can't chase 200 and 120. Can you
tell me why not? Aaron Finch, Stephen Smith, Uthappa, they've got a good batting lineup. Pune are the most unpredictable team
why do you think
in the whole of the competition. On their day, they can beat the best, as they've shown. They can, the day Aaron Finch and Stephen Smith get runs, they're going to win because these are the 2 main batsmen. They get their runs very quickly. and put the opposition under pressure. But most unpredictable, as I said. You can never know. We both predicted Pune to lose their 2 games, and they surprised everyone and won them.
Often teams you can look at is judged by their captaincy and who they are. And the captain tends to, you look at, say, Alan Border, and you'd expect his team to be hard, tough, not flamboyant, but gritty and all that. You look at this team here, Angelo Mathews. Great one day, shocking the next. Great one day, shocking the next. And Angelo Mathews today cost his team massively a win.
I would entirely agree with Dino there.
13 runs off 11 balls, and he's trying to hit a millionaire shot over mid-off for 6 instead of just hitting ones around and just knock it around. That is just dumb cricket.
I mean, it showed
Stupid
basic
cricket.
mistake. Against the spin he was trying to hit. That's ridiculous. That's the first law of cricket, common sense. Any coach will tell you.
We never see any of the great captains do that, to get out like that, because what happens is that the younger players say, well, he's doing it, why don't I?
Yeah, exactly.
So if they change the captain, things can be fixed.
Yeah, I would. In fact, on the shot and the way he let his team down today, I'm sorry, Mr. Mathews, I'm being very severe. I would drop him, because on that shot, such an irresponsible shot at that stage of the game, he let his side down very badly. I would definitely bring Ross Taylor back.
And who would you have captain the team then?
Finch. He's captain of Melbourne Renegades. He nearly won them the Big Bash.
Not Smith.
But Ross Taylor did a good job.
Yeah, but he's not making enough runs for me. I'd rather play an Indian boy if he's not making any
Okay,
runs.
quickly now, I have to talk about Amit Mishra.
An Aussie boy preferring an Indian boy? Hey, come on. What's wrong with you, Dino?
No. All I'm just saying is that I think Finch will do the job. But anyway.
Right.
Okay, right. Going back to Amit Mishra. You were very impressed by Amit Mishra.
I have
What is
always
it with
been.
leg spinners? I'm seeing Rahul Sharma for Pune as well do well. What is it with leg spinners doing
Well, leg spinners are always difficult to play if you don't use your feet and get to the pitch of the ball. If you play a stupid shot like Angelo Mathews do, you're in for trouble. A leg spinner has a disguise of a googly, a top spin. He's got a lot of variations, more variations than any other bowler. So, a leg spinner, for me, is a must in any team. Leg spinner is a very difficult art, very difficult to maintain a good line and length. But if you have someone like Amit Mishra, who can maintain a good line and length, or Sunil Narine for that matter, he's a tremendous asset to the team.
Right. Do you know, he's picked up 3 IPL hat-tricks. That would mean something. Underrated, you would say that?
Oh, absolutely. But 3 different teams? I didn't know about that. That's a good stat, good knowledge there. But that tells me that he hasn't clicked in the other teams, or they don't rate him. For whatever reason.
The last team that he played for got sold.
Higher money for him.
Well, that might be the case. But look, leg spinners put more revs on the ball. They get more chance for a bounce. And sure, I see so many guys try to pull a leg spinner and they end up getting caught. They seem to bowl the more rubbish and to get more blokes out. But these guys, Sharma and this fella here, Mishra, they've been absolutely outstanding. It has been probably, you have to say, a fast, medium or quick bowler's year, really, hasn't it?
Right. So
Dino mentioned one word, bounce, which I didn't mention. The bounce is very, very important, because when you put the extra revs on the ball, you're bound to get that extra.
Yeah.
And that extra bounce will give batsmen top edges and
All the top.
give catches, yes.